Hello everyone and welcome to our fourth video of this stomach series. In this video, we will particularly talk about the different relations of the stomach, and we will mainly focus on the stomach bed, which is very important for your examination. So without any further ado, let us get started. Stomach has two types of relations. Number one is peritoneal relation and number two is visceral relations. Firstly, we will talk about the peritoneal relations. We all know that the stomach is covered by the peritoneum except the bare area. Now, which one is the bare area? Bare area of the stomach means the area of the stomach where there is no peritoneum. I mean, that area is completely bare. Now, let us try to see if we can see that. Here we can see the stomach is covered by the peritoneum on all the sides except this little portion on the back. This area where there is no peritoneum is the bare area. It is situated near the cardiac end of the stomach. Here the stomach is directly related with the diaphragm and there is no peritoneum. So we can see that this is the diaphragm and the stomach is directly related with this diaphragm and there is no peritoneum here. Now, on the anterior surface of the stomach, it is covered by the anterior peritoneum and its posterior surface is covered by the posterior peritoneum. These two layers meet with each other on the lesser curvature and also on the greater curvature. When the two layers of the peritoneum meet with each other on the lesser curvature, that is known as the lesser omentum. And when they meet on the greater curvature, that is known as the greater omentum. So, on the lesser curvature, this peritoneum is known as the lesser omentum. But on the greater curvature, there are some modifications. Like near the cardiac end, the greater omentum forms a ligament known as the gastrophrenic ligament, and on the upper 1/3 of the stomach, the greater omentum forms another ligament known as the gastrosplenic ligament. So gastrophrenic ligament and gastrosplenic ligament, both are the modifications of the greater omentum. And on the lower 1/3 of the greater curvature of the stomach, we can see the rest of the greater omentum. So on the greater curvature, we have the gastrophrenic ligament, gastrosplenic ligament, and the greater omentum itself. And on the lesser curvature, we have the lesser omentum. So, in summary, we have the anterior peritoneum, the posterior peritoneum, the lesser omentum, gastrophrenic ligament, gastrosplenic ligament, and the greater omentum. So, these are the peritoneal relations of the stomach. Now, let us talk about the visceral relations. Firstly, we have the antero-superior surface. This is the antero-superior surface, and we can see the stomach is related to the liver on the right side, and on the left side it is related to the diaphragm, and also we can see there are ribs, mainly 6th to the 9th rib. So on the right side it is related to the liver, and on the left side we have the diaphragm and the ribs. And the lower part of the stomach is related to the anterior abdominal wall. So these are the anterior relations of the stomach: the liver, the diaphragm and the ribs, and also the anterior abdominal wall. Now let us talk about the posterior-inferior surface. The posterior-inferior surface of the stomach is related to a number of structures. These structures together form the stomach bed. A bed is a furniture which is used for sleeping or resting. Stomach itself also rests on some structures that act like a bed for the stomach. So these structures together are known as the stomach bed. So these structures are actually forming the bed for the stomach on which the stomach can rest. Let us see stomach lies on which structures. We can see behind the stomach we have the diaphragm, and if we remove the diaphragm, we can see the stomach also rests on the spleen. So this is the spleen, and now let us remove this organ now, and we can also see the left kidney with the suprarenal gland behind the stomach. And now if we remove this kidney with the suprarenal gland, we will see there is pancreas. So stomach also lies on the pancreas, and this is the tortuous splenic artery. And we can also see this is the transverse colon, and this flexure is known as the splenic flexure, and as this flexure lies on the left side, this flexure is also known as the left colic flexure. So behind this stomach there is left colic flexure. We can also see a peritoneal attachment of the transverse colon that is known as the transverse mesocolon, and it is situated behind the stomach on the lower part. So finally we have these structures forming the stomach bed: the diaphragm, the spleen, the splenic artery, then the left kidney, the left suprarenal gland, pancreas, left colic flexure, and the transverse mesocolon. We have a nice mnemonic, whatever you can remember in this way. Dr. CS3 kills patients mercilessly. Here the D of the doctor is for the diaphragm, the C is for colic flexor, the left colic flexor I mean. The S remains 3S. One S is for spleen, one S is for splenic artery, and another S is for suprarenal gland, the left one actually. Kills এর K হচ্ছে for the kidney, the left one obviously. The P of the patients is for pancreas, and finally M of the merciless is for the mesocolon. This is how you can remember, though these things do not work for me that well. So finally we have the diaphragm, the left colic flexor, the spleen, the splenic artery, the left suprarenal gland, the left kidney, the pancreas, and the mesocolon. So yep, this is how the stomach bed is formed. I hope you enjoyed this video, and telling you this topic is very important for your exam. And I hope this video helped you. Our next video will be on the artery supply of the stomach most probably. If you found this video informative, then please give a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel for more educational contents. If you have any questions or topics that you'd like us to cover, then drop a comment below. See you in our next video. Till then, take care and goodbye.